Um, Well, I think first of all, I think you got to give a lot of credit to Tony Gill, the head coach of Liberty. There were a couple of times there where they could have let up. They did it. They came down to play an entire 60 minutes. They did a good job. So I think it's important to give credit to Liberty for the job that they did. You know, from Coastal's perspective, I've got to be able to look at the film. Not a whole lot of things are going well today. From Coastal. Do you need this? From Coastal's perspective, I have to look at the film, but I believe we gave a good effort. I believe we gave a good effort in all the span of the 60 minutes. I don't think our guys let up at all. I think from an offensive perspective, yeah, we could have been a little bit more consistent in some of those short yardage opportunities that we had. When we were moving the ball in the third quarter, we had a couple of critical penalties, certainly that hurt us. You can't be really effective. Move the ball, every time you get one of those penalties is really going to hurt you. That was a little bit of an issue. I thought our ball security was pretty good, except for that bobble that Hop had, but he got the ball back, so that was good. I think from a defensive perspective, a little disappointed that they were able to move the ball as effectively as they did. They didn't do a great job of moving the ball on the ground, other than at the end of the game. I think maybe we got to look at the film. I think maybe their line controlled the line of scrimmage a little bit. I think in terms of we were able to complete a lot of those like real quick passes, and we practiced against those. I got to see. I have to understand what the issue might have been as far as that goes. Did we have the right guys in the right spot? We did. That's all I can ask for. The defense played hard, but we weren't able to stop them. They certainly were effective moving the ball. From a special teams perspective, I thought you can't miss 2 field goals and win a game that's supposed to be a close, tough, hard-fought game. I'm a little disappointed, certainly, as far as that goes. Very disappointed, obviously, in the ultimate outcome. We had a shot at the end of the game. It was up to us. We weren't able to get that done. That's on me. And I recognize we had a good season. I recognize all that. I recognize we got the playoffs. I recognize all that. But at the end of the day, I'm proud of my guys and the effort that they gave today, and we weren't able to get the job done. That's on me. That's on me. So I'm responsible for not getting the job done today, but I was proud of my guys. I was proud of the staff. I was proud of the effort. I was proud of the preparation they put in this week. I was proud of the effort our guys did. Questions?
Just feeling coming this close to 12-0 and seeing it go away at the end.
That's not a great feeling, Ryan. It's just we kind of focused on this game. We could have gotten it done. I think right after a game, there were so many things going on in your head. Certainly, it would have been euphoric if we were able to get that done at the end of the game. Their guy got it done. We didn't get it done. That would have been euphoric, and we wouldn't be thinking about that so much. But we lost today, so right now it's a little bit painful. But I've got to be able to kind of dwell on. I've got to be able to look at the film, kind of have a better understanding of kind of what happened. I know on one hand, like I said, you could be incredibly proud that you won 11-1. You could be incredibly proud that you were ranked number 1 for a while. But we didn't get the job done today. I mean, it's as simple as that. We didn't get it done today. So, I've got to be able to handle that. Again, it's not the end of the world that this has happened. We lost the football game. After I look at the film, I'll have a better feel in terms of what's going on. It's a tough feeling right now, but we'll get over this. We'll learn from this and we'll move on.
Was there any thought to go to Granger there for that last kick, given Alex's recent struggles?
No. We had stuck with Alex as far as the game goes. He was our guy. He's got plenty of experience. He was the guy that was going to make the kick.
Did you consider letting him score?
Yeah, we did. We actually talked about that on the sideline. Dave actually had suggested that to me. I said no. That automatically is going to give him, that put him 5 points ahead, I think. And just letting him score, if they kick the field goal, we're going to have a shot. We've got to get down the field. We've got to get to the 30-yard line, and we have a shot at field goal. So I nixed the idea of letting them score, and I think kind of the way we did it was the right way.
Coach, talk about the time possession. They had 36 minutes. You guys had 23. It was a result in the third downs. I mean, you guys are 5-12. It just seemed like most of the day your defense was out there, and your offense was struggling a bit.
I think there wasn't any question. I think we could have done a better job of converting some of our third down opportunities on offense. and I think we could have done a better job of perhaps controlling the line of scrimmage and being a little bit more consistent in terms of stopping their attack. Like I said, I thought that they did. I thought we did a decent job stopping the run, except at the end of the game. But they kept hurting us on those little slants and little curls and a play over the middle. You know, you can't give them a diet of something that they get comfortable with, and we weren't able to get that done. I can't explain why. I need to be able to look at that. There
was a big one in the third quarter. It was 3rd and 1 in their territory. You threw the ball and then punted. What was the thought process there on those play calls?
We were. What yard line were we on? We were about the 47-yard line.
40-something, yeah.
We had a shot to get it done on third down, third and short. We didn't get it done on third down. It wasn't that I didn't think that we had the opportunity. It wasn't that I didn't think that we could have made it. I was playing field position, and I thought we had a shot of being able to get them deep in their own territory. Then you got to force them to go 98 yards. If anything happens and you don't do that, and they get the ball at midfield, I didn't want to take that risk. You've got 3 downs to be able to get a first down. Normal spots in the field, you don't get that done. I think you got to take your medicine a little bit.
But thoughts on going for a pass play there instead of the run, because the run had got you to that point on that drive.
I understand that. I think Dave obviously thought that he saw something that he was able to take advantage of. Many times over the span of the season, when we had that situation, he was able to, he called out play, and we got a very, very big gain out of it. I can understand because that didn't work. You kind of second guessed that. I can appreciate that, but that was the call we made.
Do you think it made much of a difference having Liberty have their second string quarterback in that you haven't seen much this season?
I don't think it made much of a difference. I thought they did a better job. I thought they had a little bit more of an emphasis on the short passing game, a little bit more of an emphasis in terms of the running ball. He's a very good athlete. I think he's going to be a very, very good quarterback. But our preparation was going to be similar regardless of whether or not the first kid or the second kid was in there. The first kid is more experienced. This kid's probably a better athlete. I think we called the game a little bit differently with him in there, but it didn't change our preparation.
Is there anything differently that you saw from their defensive standpoint that maybe was a big factor in why you guys couldn't convert on third down?
And not that I was aware of, or not that the offensive staff talked about. If that was something the offensive staff saw or observed, they would have handled that themselves. But it wasn't anything that I specifically saw. It wasn't anything that we had talked about that was different.
Coach, can you just talk a little bit about what you had?
This is Pat McGeehan.
Yes.
Pat McGeehan from the New York Times. A lot of you guys don't know him. He's actually down here from the north. So just Pat, these are the South Carolina people. Go ahead.
So I just wonder, have you had time to talk to your team and what you've said to them so far?
I met the team as soon as the game was over. We met in the locker room. I usually do that, kind of say our prayer. I told the guys that I was proud of them. I told them that they gave a great effort. I said they ought to be proud of the effort that they gave. I didn't talk about the season, but I did reference them that we're still going to have an opportunity in the playoffs, so we're going to get another shot at this. So we want to be able to take advantage of that. And I reminded them, it's Saturday night, kind of a weekend where everybody's off campus. It's an important night to be able to make good decisions in terms of what they're going to be doing tonight and make sure that they take care of themselves and they're safe.
Coach, assuming that you get a bye tomorrow, what's kind of be the schedule over the next week or so as you go into Thanksgiving?
Yeah, we have 2 schedules, Joe. They're all set up for our guys. The one is if we have a bye, if we have a bye, I'm going to give the guys. We'll meet tomorrow. We'll have meetings tomorrow, but no practice. We will practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then we're going to give the guys Thanksgiving, Friday, and Saturday off. Then everybody's back ready to go for Sunday. If we don't have a bye and we're playing on Saturday, then we're going to have our regular schedule. We will practice tomorrow. I give the kids off on Monday like they normally do, so we have time to prepare the game plan. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we'll practice. Thursday morning, we'll do it earlier so the guys can get out of here. Some of the guys that live in a couple hours, they might be able to get home. Some of the parents might come in. We'll have a Thanksgiving dinner for them, but most of them are not going to be able to leave. And then we come back on Friday. We've got regular routine. So the only real change is that we're going to try to have an early practice on Thursday, free up the guys a little bit for 24 hours anyway.
Even with the loss today, do you believe your squad has done enough to earn one of those top 4 rate seeds, regardless?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, most of the season we were 7th in the country, then we went to 3rd in the country or 5th in the country, whatever we were. So I mean, I certainly think that we deserve to be considered by the committee as one of the top 8 seeds in the playoffs. I believe we deserve that. But the committee will do what they believe is the right thing. Whatever they do, we'll live with.
Tyrell, how serious was his chest injury?
Tyrell, He had taken a helmet in the sternum, and he had a little trouble breathing, so we pulled him out for the rest of the game. I talked to him in the third quarter. He had said that that's a little sore, but we'll have a better feel. You know, the doctors have looked at him already. We'll have a better feel tomorrow.
How about Sam? I think he missed a lot of second half.
Yeah, I think where he had hurt his ankle a week or two ago, so that was a little bit of an issue for him. You know, to what extent that flared up on him, I don't have a good understanding of that, right? I'll have a better understanding tomorrow.
Can
Anything else?
you talk a little bit about the big third down conversions for Liberty that just weren't able to stop in fourth down conversion?
Yeah, I think what I've got to do is I've got to I'll have a better understanding of those when I look at the film. But I thought you came up with some good plays on third down. You know, you didn't come up with enough. You weren't as consistent as you needed to be defensively. You know, when they were able to come up with some good plays. That's the reason why I said you got to give them credit for the plays that they made, and you know, we weren't able to get the job done. And again, that's on me. That's on me.
Bruce, guys go scoreless in the second half. I don't know if that's happened all year. What jumped out to you about that defense and how tough that was?
We just want to execute on our assignments and want to convert on third down.
Tough one for you guys. Likely not to be your last home game though, but I mean, how tough is this to lose to arrive on a day like this when so much is on the line?
I think you got to give credit to Liberty for being, coming out playing hard and, giving us the competition that we were expecting. And I mean, we had a good season so far, and we just got to come to work tomorrow, be ready to go to play anybody. We got to learn from those wins. Just everybody right now we're let down, but other than that, by tomorrow we need to be ready to go and get it out of our system.
Is that the bounce back plan? You guys got to be able to have that short term memory.
Yes, sir. We just got to learn from our mistakes, and defensively, we didn't get out the field like we should have. And we'll come to work tomorrow and see what our coaches have for us, and go over what we need to work on and be ready to go.
What was the mood like in the locker room? What was said amongst the players after the game in the locker room?
It was just quiet. It wasn't really as loud as it usually be, but like I said, everybody's down right now, and me personally, I need to carry myself higher, talk to my teammates, cheer everybody on, and let them know, hey, we just got to bounce back. We got to learn from this loss, and be ready to go next week.
Alex, what did you see on that last kick? Just kind of take us through it from your perspective.
I mean, from my perspective, operation time was good. I thought, blocking up front was good. Came off my foot just real solid and everything, and we're a unit out there. We all go out there and get everything done that we can, and sometimes it just doesn't work out.
What kind of nerves were you feeling, just given the spot in the game that was, and how?
Nerves-wise, pressure kicks never really get to me. I've always been, come in the clutch, but nerves-wise, they could keep icing me and stuff. It's just, focusing in, same routine, everything, done it 1,000 times before that.
What's the expectation tomorrow now, selection show? What are you guys hoping for? What do you think you deserve?
Me personally, I'm just ready for the next opponent, ready to come back to work and be ready to go, ready to get this bad taste out of my mouth.
Does it even factor in like where you're going to be, who you're going to play, or is it kind of just go there, take them off?
Not yet. Looking forward to the selection show and see who we play, or maybe we get a home game, or maybe we'll have to travel. Either or, we'll be ready to go.
Just a couple quick notes. Quinn tied school record with 20 tackles in a game, and Alex Ross became the school's single season, broke his own record, and career leader for completions. He had 13 today. So he passes Zach McDowell by 1. So 495 for his career completions.
Bruce, on that final drive, you started off with that big catch. What are you guys thinking at that point as you're marching down the field?
Just like Coach Patton always said, just grinding. It's just routine. Our offense is a hurry-up offense anyway, so it's just us going out there executing, doing what we do.